Hello students! Welcome back to class. Today we're going to be looking at this site here. It's called Beyond Meat. So what do? They make stuff that tastes like meat, but it's not meat. And it's better because you don't have to pay anybody to hurt any animals. Remember what we were talking about in past lessons about the industries? Like when we're eating a burger, say it comes from any fast food restaurant or anywhere else, it contains a dead animal, like a dead cow. And that's so sad. So we don't want to pay anybody to hurt cows for us, right? And when you have sausages, they often contain pigs. And pigs are killed at just 6 months old. Could you kill a baby pig? I couldn't. So that's why this is a great alternative. Now let's have a look at this site. Now, no, I don't get any money from them. I just wanted to show you that it is possible to find alternatives that taste really good. Now look how colorful that is. So look, you get your sausages in a pan, you put a little bit of onion in there, put a bit of red pepper, some yellow pepper, maybe this is a little bit of, I don't know, cilantro or parsley or something, and you fry it up. And it's so delicious. You could put that in a bun with some ketchup and some mustard. Here's another one. Look at this. Doesn't that just look like a regular burger you would get at any fast food restaurant? Well, you can make your own. And in restaurants now, they're selling these more and more. So when you go into a restaurant, always ask, what is the vegan option? You just say to them, do you have anything here that doesn't involve any dead animals? Do you have any good vegan food here? And they're going to tell you. And if they don't have any, you'll have planted a seed and you'll make them think, oh, maybe we should get vegan food on the menu, right? And they'll do it. So look at this. This is what's called Beyond Burger. Now, I get these once in a while. I don't have them all the time because I prefer to eat healthy, whole foods rather than sort of foods that are a little more processed. So if you don't eat meat that often, then that's great. Don't eat it at all. If you eat meat a lot, that's terrible. Don't eat it at all. This is the best thing to do. Buy Beyond Burgers. This is what the package looks like. You can see here that it has 20 grams of protein for one patty. And you just fry it up. Look at that. You can put some vegan cheese in there. Make sure your bun is vegan and presto! Perfect solution. Look what else they have here. Beyond Meatballs. Look at these. Doesn't that look good? Well, what makes plants taste good? The same thing that makes animals, dead animals, taste good. It's putting some fat in there and the vegan spices. All the vegan stuff is what makes it taste good. The salt and the pepper and the onions and the garlic, maybe a little bit of hot sauce. Maybe you're going to get some ketchup, some mustard, and some relish. All of these things, those are all the things that make meat taste good. They're all vegan foods. So here you can also buy Beyond Meat. Pre-formed and ready to cook, these plant-based meatballs are a convenient and nutritious and satisfying addition to any meal. So they do have some protein in them. Are they the most nutritious thing going? No, because anytime you're eating processed foods, that means something that has something added and something taken away from it. It's not as good as eating whole foods. What is a whole food? Can you guys think of some whole foods? It means something that comes from the ground or from a tree. And it's exactly the same way when you take it and when you eat it. Can you think of an example? Something that's red, let's say, from a tree. What would that be? Right? Apples? Apples are whole foods. You take it off the tree and it's 100% there. You don't take anything away. You don't add anything. That's a whole food. Same as broccoli is a whole food. And other things like rice. You can buy big bags of whole grain rice and you could cook that. That's really good for you. And you can also cook, what do you have for breakfast in the morning that's warm? Can you think of what that is? Yeah, oatmeal. Right? Oatmeal is so nutritious. And what can you put on your oatmeal? Fresh fruits, whole foods, such as bananas, raisins, grapes, You can put other things like seeds, sunflower seeds, and pumpkin seeds. You can also make your oatmeal with some chia seeds and flax seeds, which you should be having every single day. So those are examples of whole foods. But these things, these are like treat items that you could have maybe once or twice a week or something like that. You shouldn't be eating them every single day because they have salt in them. But you know, when you're just transitioning to become vegan and you want to have foods that remind you of other things, like when you used to eat meat, this is a good way that you can sort of get over that. Now look, they have spicy ones here. Beyond breakfast sausage. So you have Beyond sausage, and then you can make yourself a tofu scramble using tofu and using turmeric to put on there as a spice. Some people call it turmeric. And you can you can Google some vegan tofu scrambles, right? So there you go. That's another item that you could buy. And here's one called the Cookout Classic. See, that one's like super tall, super big. And it says Cookout Classic is juicy, meaty, and delicious and available as a value pack to feed the whole family. Find it in the frozen section, okay? So usually Beyond Meat is in the meat section, but you can find that in the frozen section. And look at these. Look at that. You can get some, what is this? The freedom and versatility to turn any recipe into a meaty plant-based masterpiece. Find it in the meat aisle. Right? So some things are frozen and some things are not. And Beyond sausage. Now I've had these sausages and I can tell you they're really good. Honestly, I find they just taste the same as any other hot sausage. And remember, you're not hurting animals. So that's the main thing. Like, let's say you taste it and you think, this doesn't taste the same. But if it's kind of sort of close and it means you don't have to hurt any animals, why not just eat it, right? Because our taste buds are not more important than the life of an animal. And you know, these industries are terrible. You can't see what they really do. A lot of people think, well, they just kill the cows and the pigs really quickly. But it's not true. They live a lifetime of suffering. It's really sad. I've watched hundreds and hundreds of hours of these things, and it's very traumatizing. So let's be good citizens, and let's be proud of our choices and buy something else. And here's tacos. Look at that. You can buy some Beyond Beef crumbles, and you just put these inside tacos. Look at that. Doesn't that look delicious? Yeah, and use some vegan cheese on top. And here you can join the community. I don't know if we're going to join the community exactly. I don't think so. Let's look here at this tab here. It says recipes. Look at that. You can make yourself some fries at home. Just fry up some potatoes. And look, doesn't that just look like any other burger you've ever had? It looks so delicious. Beyond breakfast sausage recipes. So you can click on here and find some recipes. See, let's click here. Serves 1 to 2. Here's 10 minutes. It takes 10 minutes to prepare. And there you go. Tells you how to do it. The recipe's all here. Isn't that great? Let's see what else they have here. Beyond sausage with creamy grits and roasted tomatoes. There's another recipe. And all the different burger ones. Here's a kimchi Beyond burger. I'll teach you how to make that. Look at that. Woohoo! So look at the ingredients here. You've got some garlic that you're going to put on there, some ginger, sesame oil, soy sauce. We have here some ground pepper and 2 buns and salt. Yeah, sesame seeds. It's not hard. You guys can totally do that. Remember, if you are a kid and you want to become vegan, to make sure that you eat as many fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds as you can so your parents will have confidence in you. They'll say, I think this kid is really serious about being vegan. But also remember that you can tell your parents about all these alternatives. Many of them don't know. And they might have a closed mind at first, but if you show them, especially the documentaries, the sad things that we do to animals, they might change their mind and be willing to buy these things for you. Right? So those are some recipes. And you can find out where to buy these things at different stores in your neighborhood. So, why kill animals if you don't have to? These are some signs that I have. And I have a green screen behind me, so they're going to look a bit shiny, but look. Why love one but eat the other? Right? You don't want to hurt animals. You don't want to eat chickens and chicken wings and chicken legs because it hurts them. Here's another one. Can you see that one? That one's a bit harder to see because of the green screen, but look. Why love one and eat the other? Well, over here we have a dog, and here we have a calf, a baby cow, and they look so similar. So we don't want to hurt them. Don't hurt animals. And the dairy industry is the worst. They kill these baby cows at a very young age, just a few days old sometimes, because people steal their milk. Cow's milk belongs to baby cows. Why love one but eat the other? It's a good question, isn't it? Why do you think that we eat pigs but not dogs? Just habit. We can change. You can change. I changed. You can change. So, to sum up, this is an option that you can buy beyond sausages, breakfast sausages, and all of the different things, products that you can use, meatballs, everything. Those are alternatives to eating animals. So much better. Such a great choice than to hurt the innocent, the most innocent, who've never done a single thing wrong to us ever. We can do it. And the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics has proven it, that you can be vegan at all stages of development, from childhood all the way to being grandparents. And even if you're a pregnant mom, you can be vegan. And if you're a lactating mom, you can be vegan. If you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, look, I have a shiny button. Look at that. This is to remind you, my little card that I made. Press on the side here, press the button for subscribe, and press the bell also. That way, when I have my premieres or any kind of lives, you can find out about it, and you can be here and type things. You can have messages you want to send me. You can ask me questions. If you know somebody who would be a great guest on my show, tell them that they should contact me. I am interviewing everybody. We're going to have guest speakers here at our school that are going to be vegan and sometimes not vegan. Yeah. Sometimes we're going to try to have people that we're going to convince to be vegan. So thank you again for joining me. If you ever want to contact me on Instagram, the address there is That Vegan Teacher Miss Katie, and it's spelled Kadie. And I will really look forward to seeing you in the next video. But don't forget also to give yourself a hug each day. Why do you have to hug yourself? Because I told you to. That's why. Because you have to love yourself. All right, so the hands out. Bring them around. Grab yourself and squeeze hard. Give yourself a nice hard squeeze, like a full open hand like that. And make sure that you feel it. Feel it. You deserve a hug. You need to love yourself so that you have lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of love that you can give to the animals. Once you become vegan, the next step is to become a vegan animal rights activist. That means talking about it, what the animals go through. If you haven't yet watched the documentary Dominion, watch that. If you haven't yet watched Dairy is Scary, you should watch that too, where you find out what happens to the cows, the baby cows and the mother cows. It's very sad. So, if you want to learn something about health, you can go to The Game Changers. You can watch that on Netflix. So, we got our hug in. You're going to love your guy. You're going to love yourselves. And you're going to be nice to everybody around you. Okay? Especially the animals, because they never did anything wrong to us. Popping up on the screen now will be a whole bunch of other different video suggestions. Look at them. Click on them. Because maybe you haven't seen it yet. And be curious about my website here, about YouTube. You can go into the archives, go down. Sometimes you'll see videos that are there where you see me singing different songs. And I know I'm not the best singer ever, but you know, I'm hoping to encourage you guys to also work on your hobbies. You don't have to be a professional to be able to just sing. You know, you don't have to be perfect. Share your art. If you have any pictures you want to show me, you can send them to me. And I will see you in the next video, next class. All right? Love you guys. Take care. Do, 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 do.